Good morning. Welcome to Satsang. If you are still searching, expose your problem or your doubt. Yes. And
I have to expose, however, it's already not with me. It's past, but it always happens like this.
So you fear it comes back.
What?
You fear it comes back.
Yeah, that it happens again, it comes back.
It's this thought brings it back. Because you put yourself in this structure of repetition. So it will come back. Why don't you once for all, see that even if it appears, who you really are is not touched.
For a while I can see it, and then one point when it's very bad, I just lose the track.
Even if you lose the track, it is a person who loses track of some place in you. Mm-hmm. It has to do with who you really are. Tell me.
It's nothing to do with it.
Okay. Nothing to do. Yes. Nothing to do with it. You see, what is pointed out in satsang, it is not anything which belongs to somebody. It's the real nature of everything. It's what allows creation and destruction, something and nothing to appear. So that's your real nature. The rest you cannot control. Sometimes it will be engaged, lost, worried. Sometimes it's opposite. But that concerns a character, a specific personality. Nothing to do with what you are.
But there must be some difference between me who feels I'm loose.
Yeah, the difference, if there is any characteristic in the character and the person, I would say that finally all those worries, all this search, even if it appears, normally it even don't appear, nobody will pick it up. So that's a big difference in a way. Everything else is the same. Flows the same.
Yes, but I still pick up somehow.
The person picks up. Who you really are, the person vanishes there. The reality of the person vanishes there. So it will not be a characteristic of a person. The person is an expression of that, or a phenomena. And if you are your character, that expression which is already the expression of what you are, remains the same. In my eyes, the search will disappear. The search for this, other search not, of course, but the search for this vanishes. That's all. So if it didn't vanish in you, because it's sometimes, it means you had a glimpse of something else. You had an experience. It cannot be the real thing. So it's not worth to find a track to go back there even. Mm-hmm. Never forget, it is never forget that you are already that you ever have been. That is the realization. It's not something that you attain sometimes and sometimes not. Really not. That is the imagination of the born someone. So free from the tyranny of the imaginations. Anybody? Anybody who is in the sometimes? Yeah.
Who is aware of all I can do this and how not to follow in the thoughts?
To follow the thoughts probably will happen, but you said how not to follow the thoughts.
Yes.
There is no problem with the thoughts. You have to just to know that this, then you are speaking about the appearance. You are speaking about someone in the appearance and its personal life. How somebody, of course it will follow his thoughts most of the time. Even though sometimes it will also be without thoughts. But it's not about that, the satsang. The satsang is to glimpse, to radically see what was always there, untouched by all these phenomena. And that's what we indicate by your real nature, which is one and the same with everyone. If you awake to that, the moment you awake to that, all those questions have no value. Because you automatically, abruptly know all this is the person, and there is nothing to change in a person. Time will do. Anyway. The time will change the person anyway.
Yeah.
Huh? So obviously, the understanding will not do. Obviously, any understanding will not do. Because you said something, I correct, so you have now somehow a right understanding. It doesn't wake you up. So the understanding will not do. Maybe it's very important for a while, but just now, if you have the right knowledge, means what? Means you know very well what's not. Then don't touch the understanding now. It's the only link you keep with the phenomena. What's left? What's here? If you just leave this compulsion to think about it, to try to understand it, you're free. You're free. This is itself your freedom. Which by its own fact has the power to remove the tyranny of the rest. That's all. Mm-hmm.
So the understanding by the mind, not with this.
It's not for this.
Yeah.
The mind is for the rest. You will suffer if you use this with the mind. You know that.
How can happen?
Why? You see, the mind tells that, and then you are caught thinking that the mind is right. You were at the right place as you always are, and you were even devoid of the tyranny of your mind for a while. I saw it. You even agreed. You knew it the moment I told you. You see, one thought of the mind, enough proud to speak about it, event, happen, how it will happen. It's a thought, a vicious thought. the thought of the pride of the mind. For once, don't listen. Don't listen. It makes you suffer. Realization is already there. Don't even put it into an event. How, when it will happen, how it will happen. It's just a thought. A fake thought, because it's already happening. It's already there. Anybody else? Anybody else has a problem with this surge? I don't believe that nobody has no problem. Or if it is so, it will be better than in the Satya Yoga. Yoga. Satya Yoga. It would be great after all. Because maybe you are not aware, but the so-called wisdom just to wait quietly so that it happens is also a big trap. Yes. Hi.
Can you please say more about what you
Can you what?
Can you please say a bit more about what you just said?
About the waiting?
The waiting or keeping quiet is also just a big trap.
Because you put that your original nature, you put it in time. This is the problem of the waiting. Waiting is a characteristic of the time. Huh? It's not here now, so I'm waiting. And so, of course, some are unwisely waiting, and some are wisely waiting, but it's still in time. Still qualities in time. Because for some reason, it doesn't strike that you are already that. Because you wait for an event or for a characteristic which will appear, something which is the way in time that things happen. You see? So, if you know this, even if you wait, no problem in time. The person wait, but you can laugh about it now. Okay, I'm waiting. I can wait very long, isn't it? Mm-hmm. When it's there, but it will not be seen. It's not seen. It is realized when you are not attracted by what the mind says anymore.
Yes, so keeping quiet and waiting are two different things.
For me, yes. Keeping quiet, I mean, be as you are. Yeah. Anything which has to be clarified. Yes.
What I want to tell you, but I feel when you speak like this, I feel there is something, I don't know even what to tell, like, but I know I don't like, for example, if I don't speak to you for a long time, I feel I need to speak, I need to express where I am, like, and then I see that there is a kind of, like, there are times that there is not a problem, because if I follow something, it's in time, it's
Okay.
and I'm really with, it can never be seen, and just to keep quiet with that.
Okay. To keep quiet with that, maybe there lies the problem. No, when I say, that's why it has so not well be understood, this keeping quiet. It's beautiful. It means be as you are. Don't bring anybody there. Be as you simply are. And I don't address it to you. It's like a pointing to what is to everyone. So it's not that you have to keep quiet there.
For the first time, I see that it's not about a person. That your
Yes.
indications,
Good.
I need to, because it's not about the eye. It's from where it comes from, and the only thing when you speak about, sometimes it's like I even don't expect that the eye will look. Like,
No, it will.
yeah,
Nobody.
yeah.
We don't care
Yes,
because you are pointed from where everything rises. So who cares about that? Who rises? Okay.
So when you speak about keeping quiet, to really keep quiet.
Where you already are, but you pretend not to know it. That is meant by keeping quiet, and it's not understood. I try to correct the misunderstanding. It is be as you already are. This is realization, isn't it? Okay. Be as you already are, and keeping quiet just tries to point out that for at least a split second, no, I will not tell that also. Be as you are. Keep quiet there. And whatever happens, just happenings. You will not confuse yourself with the happenings. So all this preoccupation about the search and the enlightenment are in the happenings. And of course, if you are preoccupied or busy with that, it looks like you veil what you already are, and that's what you search. So... So there is nothing to do about it. So leave behind, give up, to make effort about it, and contrary as people think, oh, no effort, so we can do whatever. No, this request a the most tremendous effort, at least for a split second, for someone to leave efforts. So imagine that somebody without efforts, can he remain? Can he stay as someone? So you are already it, so why should you make any effort? You make effort if you want to be enlightened as a person. But that will be temporary and fake. So. You all are it. Just now. Discard whatever your mind says. That's all. Oh, what happened? A button, I'm sure it's a button. Maybe you have to clip it here. Okay. So,
Ganga, yes, I am not waiting for any event, and
who is speaking? That one must be in time, no?
however, I know what I'm now going to say. I'm shy to say because this is something, it's a little bit bringing life here, my life. And I know that this is now the person speaking very much. But
we are in satsang. So I don't know how it can help to hear about life. Tell me.
You say often that realize yourself and then just live your life.
Yeah, I speak to different things.
Yes.
Be yourself means what you really search, what's called freedom, or the original nature, or what is real, which is not depending on time and space. So be yourself.
Yes.
Now live your life I address to the one in front of me.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. This I understand. And then it feels to me that somehow this realize yourself seems, it didn't always feel easy, but it feels to me that there is no difficulty there, as I'm already that. But
with your understanding you make it like that. It's still an understanding. You would not speak otherwise like that.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm?
Yeah, it is. I may call knowledge of some kind, or
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So to whom it belongs, that knowledge? To the one I see.
To me, like as a person, yes. And yet,
Yeah, but when you say and yet, it's a pointing out to what's real, to you, to what you are. So why don't you go directly there instead of having the mind trying to tell things? Be as you are. The rest is so personal and so relative that it concerns only your person.
yes, Ganga, this was what I was going to say, that it seems that this real self is always there, but what seems somehow more challenging is then how to live your life.
Because it seems, realization is not, it seems I am always, the real nature is always there. It will not be like that. It's the only fact which is. So it seems is just a conclusion of the mind, an experience.
Yeah, maybe. I was going to say to you about, because yesterday I had a phone call with my daughter, and she's questioning a great deal that I'm here, and get real, she says to me, and you know, kind of, she feels that I have
understand.
escaped things
Understand.
and so on.
Yes.
And this puts me in some sort of a storm, which I clearly see that this is happening to this person, my person, that I as a mother am like feeling a bit helpless facing these questions.
Mm-hmm.
And this is, yes, happening, yeah, but this also wakes up the questions in me that yes, what am I doing here, you know?
But that's great.
And this
Because
is like,
if you can't put this into question, maybe it's because you know that wherever you are, you are.
yes.
Then accomplish your duties. Huh? Don't have dilemmas. Do it. If you had no dilemmas to stay, there was no dilemma. If there is a dilemma, if this is clear, you go and do what you have to do. Where is the dilemma? There is no dilemma. Because if you stay here, it is to at least realize. Now if you at least it's what you say, wherever I am, then fulfill your life.
Yeah, I actually feel myself, but no matter what my daughter thinks,
No, it's about the mother. It's about the mother, yes. That's what I say. I think it's clear. I think I reply to what I can reply. Now she has her own arguments about reality, but that doesn't matter. You have to see for you. If this is over, then what's your life? You do as you like.
that was the very point of taking the mic, to because it doesn't always seem so clear that this is what I have to do in life,
Okay.
like in my life. So just
But if you live here and you are every time thinking of your daughter there, I think it's better to go where your mind is then. But that's not, I'm not a specialist about all that. I just say, be sure, wherever you are, you are.
Yeah.
And the phenomena, circumstances go on changing. That's the way it is. That's all. Somebody else. Yes.
I'd like to ask about this drying out.
Drying out?
Yes.
What? Which wet thing?
It's interesting about the mind. It's interesting about the mind.
Mm-hmm. I need some more.
Yes.
Yeah. You ask me what? Drying,
Yeah.
huh?
For example, like what you told for moksha. In that moment was,
Crystal clear.
yes. More, how can I ask?
Mm-hmm.
Or I'm with you pointing out or something like this, and then, it's no meaning to ask, or not like this I am.
Maybe it became no meaning for you to ask. That's what you say?
Yes, but still, when I'm not with you, or I don't know.
But
the mind is coming back.
listen,
Yeah.
it's not the fact to be with me. Where it was crystal clear is where I pointed what you are. I've nothing to do there.
Yes.
Maybe that's the trouble. Because you think you have to bring me with you, then it's an image. That will not always be there. Now, if it was crystal clear, even me being here, but crystal clear was not that I am with you, with my ship. It was the pointing. And the pointing tell me how the time can grasp it. It's pointing to what you really are, where the time doesn't touch, it disappears here. I have nothing to do there. And it will be a big mistake to bring a shape there. Because then it's no more clear. Okay? Okay. You didn't say yes to me, eh? You said yes to what is pointed. It's like gratitude, you see. Gratitude, one is grateful to his own self, to be freed from the anxiety and the search. One is grateful to his own self, because the own self made a trick. For some, it was like this, out of the blue by whatever, and for some it was with a guide to present at least something which wakes you up to what is always there. So the gratefulness cannot go to a form, to an event. Okay. Anybody?
I know I'm searching. I don't know what I'm searching.
And you want that I give you an object of your search?
You can't.
I can't. Ah, really? I thought I could. But then you will remain without knowing what you search. And in fact, you may be right. Because what you search, you don't know what it is because it's unknown. You cannot, try to bring anything of this world as your object of search, and you may say, no, not this. And the unknown, just the problem is that you make it an object instead of the unknown is what you are. So you have not to search for it if you want to realize it. And know that everything which happens in your mind are search for something else. You are the unknown you search. So don't search. Search to go to the market, search friends, search this and that. Phenomena. It's okay. That's it? Yeah. Yep.
How can I hear you better?
When you will not listen to how. How? It's the mind. Where are you left? Where are you left? Dare to tell me where you are left.
No, here or not here. Or
Okay, I like it, yeah. And from there, whatever arises in you is the mind. Yeah. Hi, guys.
I'd like to hear your comment on something. Last time I was here, I asked a question about my life at home, family, children, etc. And I asked you, there was a feeling of abandoning because what I'm doing here is far more important than this. Okay. And then in we we were talking about, and then I got a conclusion. I'm afraid to abandon my personal life, my personality. And that kept on, when I left, it kept on doing this thing. And I don't know, in weeks' time or something, it kept like feeling like everything was opening up. And I had there was a seeing about the life and everything happening in the life, but it wasn't who I was, who I am. But I was in the life. It's like the screen, and I could see, at least. That's why I want to have your comment. What is suffering? Because we always try to change things, but then it changes like this, and then it changes like that, and it really never really changes, or it changes all the time. But it's not the issue. It's
right. It's not the issue. Yeah.
Yeah. And there was a fear coming up. I don't want this to be a state. But then I thought that's a thought, so I'll go there. And I could, I thought, who is seeing this? And there was this I, but not the I, the one in the movie. And I could experience, there was no experience, there was not an individual I. And meanwhile, life, I'm going in the life and doing the things and working, but it didn't change in a way. It not in a way, it didn't change.
Okay. Yes, what you are cannot.
Yeah.
Is not in the grip of changes. Yeah. Sure. And that cannot be lost, as it was not found also. Yeah. Is it time for chai? Oh, someone. What's going on? What's going on? Nothing wrong with what's going on, huh? You know that. Okay, nobody wants to speak? Okay. Thank you very much.